Hi guys, Alan here. Just a quick update on the hybrid tank, which is a Flex 57 litre. Done some modifications on the filtration. So let me just shut that, make it easier. Now, the hybrid's doing fantastic. Guys, look at the colours that are coming on these babies. Look at that, beautiful. As you know, I had two females, yellow guppies, and one red endler. And the idea was to mix the two genomes to try and get a more stable DNA strand from that. As you know, guppies don't tend to last very long. Endlers last twice as long nearly. So I'm going to interbreed them, which I've done. This is the offspring, 11 fish in total. There is 5 females and 4 males, and some shrimp. Now what I've done, oh by the way, if you want to know how to sex guppies, platies, things like that, most live bearers of this sort of ilk, the fin, which is just before the tail on the underneath, if it's a long fingers like one, that's male. If it's triangle, that's pretty much female. That's the easiest way. Now, talking about one of the females, you can see they're quite shiny, but these guys, look at these. There is one in there that's very orange. Now what I'm going to be doing is the actual hybrid. This is the first gen, so what we're going to do is we're going to do probably 3 generations to see how they pan out. There's no deformities in the fish, they're feeding. Temperature I dropped down a little bit because they were quite lethargic. Not sure why that is, but as you can see they're doing really well. Oh look, black shrimp, really weird. And as you can see, some of the colours on these, if I can look at that one, some of the colours are just awesome. Very dominant orange to red, very dominant sort of flamey yellow. If you look at the way they look, they're just awesome fish. You know, people do say to me, yeah, but big fish are better and all that. They are. I prefer big fish. But when you're doing something which is quite special, I mean, these guys are, there's no two alike. I mean, you get that with guppies, but generally you get a guppy strand, a flavour, if you will. With these hybrids, you don't get that because they mix. Now, what I'm going to do is, there will be at the end of this probably 3 to 5 that I'll be taking out the group. The others will not be killed, they will not be culled or anything else. They are going to go into the display tank, which is what I've done already. I've started segregating, as you know, with ones that are more guppy-esque than these ones. I really do love this, although to be fair, the filtration on this tank is rubbish. When it's first done, I've changed all of that. I've changed the pump. Now I did do a pump change out for an Eheim 600 litre one. Oh yeah, look at that. You are, but it didn't work. To be fair, what was happening is it was emptying the back panel and the heater blew because of it. Totally my fault. What I should have done is actually gone for the minimum flow on it, but I wanted a bit more flow. But to be fair, I think the filtration is unnecessary in this. If you want it to be a shrimp tank and you want to buy this tank, I think you'd be better off buying a cheaper tank, but you know, all glass, no plastic in it. But if you're going to buy this, take the back bit out, all that black, take it all out and just use sponge filter for shrimp. If you want it for fish fry, again, you're going to have to block up all the holes. So you know, when I done this, I used my own filtration mod, which you can see earlier on. However, I've gone to the in-tank system now. I'm not sure if it's better, to be fair. I don't think it's worse either, but it's another £90 on the price of the tank. Saying that, it does make it fry safe, not shrimp safe, but fry safe. So yeah, so these hybrids are doing really well, and the shrimp aren't being bothered by them. So we're going to see how this pans out. I've got another probably 4 weeks of growth, which I'm going to do an update weekly on these because they do change. Their habits are gorgeous. They've got some really good habits. And then we're going to go through the selection process, see what we have. But if you've got any ideas on what to mix with these, what other shrimp I should put in there, there are blue ones, there are red ones, as you can see. And can you mix shrimp? Never had shrimp before, but they're gorgeous. Okay guys, you take care, have a good one. Cheerio.